Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq, with daily insight on the Nasdaq-100 Index, or the NDX, which is made up of 100 of the largest domestic and international non-financial innovative companies listed on Nasdaq. The NDX has been the barometer for U.S. large cap growth and also one of the best performing indexes over the last decade and a half, not to mention one of the most liquid index ecosystems in the world. Joining me this Monday afternoon, we have Dearborn, Managing Director on Nasdaq's Market Intelligence Desk, for an update on technical levels to watch in the Nasdaq-100. With Chris, with a week where we're really only trading 3.5 trading days due to the Thanksgiving holiday, and anytime you think it's going to be a slow week, it is never, ever the case.
Absolutely not. A lot of news out today. The biggest point that really changed the markets was President Biden's nomination for a second term of Chair Powell for head of the FOMC. That kind of sent the market a little bit reeling. We opened up higher this morning, have sold off since on there on a rotation basis. Basically, we're just looking for more of the norm there with that nomination. Good things to come with that, and as expected, I think, for the broader investor.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to watch because it kind of keeps things steady. Really no surprises there. I think Powell has more flexibility since he's not fighting for a second-year term. But let's take a look at what the charts are saying this afternoon. What are some of the levels that you're watching in the Nasdaq-100?
Absolutely. So we did make a new high in the NDX today. Have pulled back a little bit. What's interesting, the NDX has rallied back a little bit. So we opened at the highs. 16,764 was the high. We opened at 16,644, so 100 points away, which at this stage of the game, it's not really that big of a leap of faith. We sold off on the news, 16,460. What's interesting, if you look at the bottom of the chart, again, we talk about this often, is the relative strength index, or RSI. We are in an overbought condition. We're at a 73 RSI right now. That means that the index is seeing overbought, means that it's starting to wane a little bit, and we're expecting it to pull back over the next 3 or 4 days. So maybe this will happen during this week and following Thanksgiving into next week. It should start to rally back again. Remember, every time the index is dipped, it's rallied back significantly. So look for support at 16,400 and then again at 16,200 in the near term. Really below that, you've got major support at just about 16,000.
Right. And Chris, if we take a look at your next chart here, we can see the constituents adding to the performance in the Nasdaq-100.
Absolutely. So you've got about 40 names that are positive in the green, about 60 lower. This index would be significantly lower right now if it wasn't for Apple making a new all-time split adjusted high, as well as Tesla up almost 4.5%. Those two names alone are adding over 80 points to the index. If they were flat or even negative, like the other tech names that sold off on the Powell announcement today from President Biden, that rotation would be significant, and we'd be down probably in the index somewhere close to 16.3, if not even lower than that. So 250 points, give or take, from where we are right now. So again, you're seeing a rotation from tech names into financial and energy, which is not, there are no financial names in the NDX, a handful of energy names that are positive. More importantly, what you're looking at here is the major tech names like Amazon, Alphabet, Netflix, NVIDIA, all giving back today. And that's where that point slippage is coming from.
All right, Chris, we appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.